Hello and welcome to my third death battle suggestion video. Again, has no affiliation with Screwattack or death battle whatsoever. I'm just a simple fan who decided to come up with a few death battle suggestions in the form of videos and explanations rather than just measly forgettable comments on the video suggestion box. Personally, as a fan of their work, I just feel as though that most of their death battles is pretty cliche. So, I mean, if I offer a few suggestions, they meet a good contribution. But, you know, and I'm just, like I said, it's offering my suggestions in the form of a video because it's much easier to catch their eye instead of me going out here posting it in a forgettable comment. At least I can keep the video and repost it up as much as I can. Anyway, on with my suggestions. I'm gonna start with my first suggestion right now. My first suggestion, as far as these two combatants going against one another, is Bugs Bunny versus SpongeBob SquarePants. Now, before you go out here and say, really? Bugs Bunny, SpongeBob? Come on, these guys are respected in their franchise. These guys are popular. They respect their franchises, and they pretty much the polar opposite of one another. Bugs Bunny is cool, calculated, can act a bit silly at times, hence why the show is called Looney Tunes. And SpongeBob SquarePants, he's silly all the damn time, sometimes sarcastically silly. Matter of fact, I think he intentionally acts stupid just to piss off people like Squidward off, because behind SpongeBob SquarePants is a naive but very manipulative sponge or person. And I think these two will make a good death battle against one another. See who press who buttons, see who fights to the death. You know how that goes. Plus, it'll be kind of clever to see how they kill one another. So, let's make this happen if you can. My next death battle will have to be... Now, my next death battle, this is something a little bit more silly. Eric Cartman from South Park versus Roger Smith from American Dad. Now I chose this as a death battle because these two are the most evilest primetime fictional cartoon characters I have ever encountered in my entire life. I mean, Roger Smith, at least, let's put it like this. In my opinion, who is the most evilest? I would have to say Eric Cartman. At least Roger Smith, his evilness comes from his unique alien physiology. Roger Smith has to be evil and cruel in order to survive. Because like he said in one episode, he said being nice is like vile to him. It's toxic. So he has to be nice to survive. I mean, he has to be cruel, mean, evil, and vicious to survive. While Eric Cartman, on the other hand, he's just naturally born that way. And even when he's nice to you, he's still being fucking evil. The boy is the devil. The boy can out-devil the devil. Let's put it like that. And I think that these two and their manipulative mind games against one another to see who kills who by setting off traps and tricks and whatever and manipulate one another to see who kills who will be an excellent death battle. It don't have to be like no it could be a different type of death battle, unique one. It'd be like who can outsmart who to kill one another and shit like that. It won't have to be no these two punch and kick, because if it was a fight, Eric Cartman would probably lose. But if it's like a manipulation war, Eric Cartman more likely might win. So that's when, or it might be Roger. Either way, if we set it off in two factors, how they did like they did the Batman one, we had Batman fight, but also uses tactician type skills. If they do the same shit with Cartman and Roger, it will work. Just had them outsmart one another, and whoever had the better trap will be the winner, because that other person be obviously dead. Now we seen Roger Smith set people up with traps and kill people. We also seen Eric Cartman set people up in traps and kill people. So we just want to see who's the better trapper, who's the better manipulator, and whoever it is, the one still alive is the one that's standing. So like I said, this would be an excellent death battle and a unique death battle if pulled off correctly. Now on to my last and final death battle. Captain Marvel the Marvel version, of course, because there's no more Captain Marvel in DC. He's now Shazam now, versus Supergirl from DC Comics. Now, a lot of people have been probably asking about this fight for a long time, and I think this is a pretty good fucking idea. Have the former Miss Marvel go up against Supergirl, because they pretty much let's be honest, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to put two and two together. Captain Marvel is before she had the name Captain Marvel, she was blatantly I can't say she's a ripoff, but she's a partial ripoff of Supergirl herself. Think about it. Supergirl's secret identity name is Linda Danvers. Captain Marvel's real name is Carol Danvers. I mean, the name alone doesn't constitute it being a ripoff character, but come on, everything else does point it to it. Let's see, blonde hair, super strength, invulnerability, the ability to fly. The only difference is that I think Captain Marvel could shoot beams out her hands, I believe, while Supergirl's do his heat vision, like her famous cousin Superman. But the point is that people have been saying about this death battle should happen. I think it should happen too, because we want to see who's the best blonde powerhouse. Yeah, I think this should be a good death battle. So if y'all want to try to make this death battle anybody, matter of fact, to be honest with you, BATINTHESUN could make this a good battle. Come on, BATINTHESUN, y'all could do this. Find two hot blonde females, put them in a Captain Marvel costume and a Supergirl costume, and have those two go at it. Y'all can do it. I got faith in y'all. This don't have to be just a Screwattack only thing. Y'all can do it. So what? I like to see that. Especially I like to see them in skin tight suits. Okay, my next death battle. I like to pitch another suggestion video. Now, this is a pretty good suggestion, if I do say so myself. Thanos versus Broly. Yes, you hear me. I repeat myself. Thanos from Marvel versus Broly from Dragon Ball Z, or the Dragon Ball movies. This is to me a marvelous death battle. No pun intended. Because they are both titans. They are both tyrants. They are both pretty strong and major threats in both their respective series. Plus, to me, this is a much better death battle suggestion. A much better one-on-one head-up battle than the Hulk fighting Broly. I don't even know why everybody keep pitching that dumbass fight, Hulk versus Broly. What's the purpose of having these two fight one another? It's dumb. The Hulk can breathe in space, but he can't fly. Broly can't breathe in space also, but at least he can create one of those key bubble shields to float in space, which I'm surprised he didn't do that like he did in the first Broly movie. In the second one, he didn't do that. Instead, he just hopped to one of those Saiyan space pods and landed whatever destination came close, which was planet Earth. But you know what? I can excuse that. Like I said, Dragon Ball Z always been inconsistent and has bad writing, but you know, whatever. The point is that Broly will be a great match against Thanos. And the Hulk versus Broly match is too cliche. I mean, why? Why would you even want that type of battle? Why? Because they both got muscles. They both big and hulking. They both get mad. It's dumb. It's a really stupid fight for them to be put up against. It's very cliche and very stupid. People need to start thinking outside the box. Broly versus Thanos was a perfect death battle to use because Thanos is powerful. Broly is powerful. Broly could blow up a planet with just a flick of the wrist. So can Thanos. And that's without the Infinity Gauntlet. So, like I said, these two people fighting in a death battle, these two Titan beings, will work. Now, anyway, if you can, Screwattack, BATINTHESUN, whoever, Cartoon Hooligans, whoever, whatever, just make this battle happen at least. And I promise you, if you make this battle happen, especially if you do it close to where the Avengers Infinity War movie comes out, it will work. Because it'll be good exposure and good promotion to have these two fight each other. Now onward to the next suggestion. My very last and final, well, not my very last, but my last and final death battle of this video, this particular video, is Carnage from the Marvel Universe versus Alucard from the Hellsing series, or the Hellsing universe. Now I chose these two to fight off against one another is because they are both sadistic. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, they both sadistic. Sick, crazy, brave motherfuckers. That's like causing carnage, no pun intended, and murder and mayhem just for fun. The only difference is that Alucard is more tamed, and he'll kill only, and I do mean only because he's, you know, I don't know about him. I don't know if he's playing Integra or Integra playing him. I don't know. The point is, Alucard is doing this for sheer pleasure. And Carnage, he's doing it for sheer pleasure when it comes to killing people. It's just that I think Alucard is a little more, how can I say this? A little more mature when it comes, and more sophisticated with his killing methods compared to Carnage, who just flat out Carnage. You know, just kill just for sheer pleasure, like the Joker in a way, as far as his killing methods. Carnage he's truly a serial killer. So, but also that symbiote that Carnage that has on his body actually makes him pretty much kind of like Alucard a little bit. Like, as far as like the suit does all the work, but Alucard's very own vampiric magic and supernatural abilities actually does all the work. Carnage's suit does all the work. And it'd be kind of slick though to see supernatural force versus extraterrestrial force. You know, see which one's the better of the two. Because, you know, Alucard, like I said, is more for the supernatural. Carnage is more for the extraterrestrial, because the symbiote came from space. So, see which would be the superior of the two. Not to mention the fact is that they both had their own unique set of weaknesses. Alucard got his simple vampiric weaknesses and conditions and stuff like that, like the water thing that made him stuck out there in the boat for a while, and him taking orders from Integra. And then you got the symbiote's own personal weakness, fire and sonic sounds. So that's why I said this fight will be a really, really good fucking fight to have. Because it's not really Carnage versus Alucard. It's the symbiote versus Alucard. Yeah, I like to see that. It'll be, yeah. But again, this is the death battle. This is my the death battle that I would love to see. Everybody wants Alucard to fight B or another type of vampire or whatever, but it's too cliche. It won't work. And everybody might want to see Alucard or see, and Carnage, he right there in the same level. I mean, this is death battle material, these two fighting. You know, then again, death battle been comparing like people in the same genre against each other a lot lately too, so they kind of run out of ideas. I like it when they used to just compare one person from a different element against another, but whatever the case. Like I said, Carnage and Alucard would make a good death battle. I mean, just sit back and think about it. Just sit back and think really hard. This would make a really good death battle. Now, this is it for this video, my third death battle suggestion video. Not affiliated with with Screwattack in any way. Just a fan, showing my support, offering suggestions in the form of videos. If you like my video suggestions, make comments below, leave upvote, downvote, leave some below comments, subscribe. I don't mind. Show some love and support. Now I'm gonna give out some more suggestions in the near future. I mean, who knows? I might be lucky enough to get one of these suggestions I have as a death battle, or a battle of any kind from another social media source. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again on my next video, or hear from you again, or you watch my next video.